Good morning, OKN. 8:34. Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday, everybody.
You know, weeks can be long. Some days you feel like down by the end of the week, right? You're going to the weekend, you want to be feeling good, but sometimes you can kind of, the week kind of can drag on you. Sometimes you need like a little bit of encouragement, some coaching, somebody to kind of help bring you back up. You need that sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. And we know somebody who does that. Michelle Chalfant joins us this morning. The Michelle Chalfant Company, the adult chair.
Yes.
Many different hats, but a master of helping and coaching people and with a team of coaches that can help you. Is it any season of life, Michelle? Is there a particular season of life where you think people really might need a coach to really help them get them to the next level?
Well, I would ask you this question. Who doesn't get stuck? Who doesn't get triggered? All of those things.
I bet there's
Everybody,
nobody
right?
that doesn't.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Tell us about your journey. The book is The Adult Chair, and you also have a certified coaching program as well, it appears. So walk us through the origin story here, Michelle. At what moment did you say, I want to help all the crazy people in the world?
I've been a lifelong learner. I've been a lifelong just someone that loves to work on myself, but also to help other people. So it has just been really natural for me just to eventually develop this model. I became a therapist, I became a coach. It was a natural occurrence for me. People came to me all the time since I was a teenager wanting help and guidance on their lives. So just happened.
TheAdultChair.com is the website. What was the journey like writing the book?
I say I was like gestating a baby for 3 years. And after I gestated this baby, it came out. It was such a beautiful journey, though, because the whole book is a collection of real life examples, my life examples, client examples. And it's a really, really relatable book that everyone can really step into. The book in itself is a transformational journey. People tell me this all the time because they can relate to all the examples that I gave. And also, there are journaling prompts and exercises throughout the whole book. So people are they're loving it.
So again, theadultchair.com. And if I go on here and there's a button, find a coach, and there is a list of certified master coaches as well as certified coaches on here. But I see certified adult chair coach and master coach. So what makes the certified adult chair coach different from, let's say, your ordinary coach that you may come across?
Well, what happens is I have a coaching certification program. It's called the Adult Chair Coaching Certification Program. It's open to anybody. I will teach them how to coach. I don't care what your background is. And then once you become a coach, the master coach is just additional training. It's really to help those that want to build a true business in coaching as well as up level all their coaching skills.
And so when we talk about coaching, if I think, to the traditional sense of sports, let's say, for example, so if someone's meeting with you or one of your certified coaches, is it like y'all are blowing a whistle in people's face? Get off the couch, do it, do it, do it. What's the style of coaching, would you say, that you really like to lean into?
The way that I've seen clients for 20 some years has been kind of this hybrid model of therapy because I have been a licensed therapist for 20 some years, but I'm more I teach, I coach, I do a little bit of therapy, and it's very experiential. So the adult chair is a combo platter of all of those things.
We live in a pretty wild world right now, I'd say, right? There's a lot going on. People have a lot going on personally. Then there's the other things, not even in our own worlds individually, right, that are just happening around us. What's the dynamics like these days? I mean, mental health is such a big conversation right now, right? And you're really diving in with people at a relationship level. What are some of those things you're seeing?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's a really hot climate right now in that it's people's tempers. Like people are ready to spew off. People are getting triggered like crazy. And that's honestly one of the things I love to talk about are triggers. But more than ever now, I think from weather to politics to wars to you name it, it's happening in our world right now. And people need help. And what I love about so many people are coaches now that's it's just coming out of the woodwork, but it's not something that people go to if there's something wrong with you, because let's face it, life is hard and we need help walking down our life path. That's what I love about coaching. Doesn't mean you need it's different from therapy. Therapy really looks at your childhood and delves in and you're there for years. coaching is lighter to me, but the way I do it is it's not to say we don't look at your childhood. We might bounce there for 30 minutes and then we come out and then we're talking about how we move forward in life. But yeah, it is hard right now and people need help more than ever.
And as far as the type of customers you serve, is it meeting face to face? Is it virtual meetings? What, because the world is busy again and our lives are all busy too. So what's that like in the actual practical side of having a coach?
Yeah, I mean, our coaches see clients internationally. I see clients internationally. I had the Adult Chair podcast that came out in 2014, and that really just put this model all around the world. So we had to move to Zoom. We had to move to Zoom, especially after COVID. But yeah, that's the beauty of this too. In therapy, we're only allowed to see people that are in our state. Where coaching, you can actually work with people internationally, so anywhere in the whole world.
I see episode 473. Are you being gaslit? Here's how to know for sure. Give us the rundown of all the topics, all the style. Like that seems like a pretty hot topic right there.
Huge topic.
Yeah, it's such a oh my gosh, that's such a huge topic. As far as what I talk about on the podcast is everything. Everything from anxiety to I'm stuck. How do I get unstuck? My relationship is in a dead end. I'm married to someone that isn't treating me well. What do I do about that? Is it that they're gaslighting me? It could be absolutely anything. So the show is geared toward people that are single or that are in a relationship, or maybe you're having an issue in your job and you don't know how to speak up. The whole book is really what the podcast is, what I talk about on the podcast, which are everyday things that every human goes through. And I think that's why the podcast got big so fast because who doesn't get triggered? Who doesn't know? As most of us need help with boundaries. Most of us need help with relationships. Who the heck teaches us how to have healthy relationships when we're growing up? Nobody. Unless you had parents that did it really, really, really well, we don't know what we're doing. So we struggle in our relationships, whether it be in partnerships or with friends. I mean, we don't even know how to have a healthy conversation a lot of times with friends. We don't want to share how we're feeling. We can't speak up for ourselves. We don't know how to set boundaries. We keep it to ourselves. So it's all of it, honestly. It's anything you can possibly think of. That is what I'm talking about. I do not talk about hardcore mental health issues like schizophrenia. I don't really go there because that's not my wheelhouse. I don't know that all that well. But it's more everyday issues that most humans are going through.
And if we let things kind of compound and build up, right, it can be troublesome, right? We're dealing with it in certain ways or processing or finding that process. It's deep relationship though. It's got to be, Michelle, right? So over the years, what probably you've seen a few of what I call like a light bulb moment from people, right? Where they're in the room or they're with you and like, oh my gosh, I finally get it. Share with us what that's been like for you to be able to help people get to that point too.
Oh my God, I love that. That happens all the time, actually. Just using this model, like the adult chair model, really helps people to do that. And I got to tell you, like something that I've said for years, which people didn't get, is that I've literally said this for 10 years triggers are a gift. People look at me like, what are you talking about? But when you learn how to work a trigger, like truly work a trigger, what we understand with triggers is that if I don't have that wound inside of myself, then it doesn't show up in the world out there. Nobody can trigger me. So every single time we're triggered, and I mean every single time, it's an invitation to look at something that's unhealed inside of us. And when people truly get that concept, it is a ton of epiphanies. People go, oh my gosh, I'm not getting triggered anymore. It really is my stuff. Now I know how to work the triggers. I get it. In the whole adult chair book, I break down the second half of it, our pillars. And pillar, I think it's number 4, is I own my triggers. And then there's a whole trigger process in there. And I go through how you work your triggers. I think it's chapter 7. But yeah, people have epiphanies all the time because we don't know our stuff that well. We don't know what is actually triggering us. We don't know that triggers are a gift. So just that concept alone, people go, oh my God, I had no idea. I had no idea.
Theadultchair.com. That's the website. You can get all the information. You can see the podcast. You can learn about the book. You can also find a adult chair coach, a certified coach here. Michelle, thank you so much for sharing the story. Thank you so much for what you're doing to help people in life. And it's really about relationships. So thank you for the time, too, this morning. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, good morning, fam. Up next, Jason Drum Landscape Supply. You know, this weekend it's going to be beautiful out. You still got to take care of that lawn. You
Yes,
can't
you do.
not. We're going to chat with him next.